The Khoekhoe language Khoekhoegowab, also known by the ethnic term ʻnɑːmə and formerly as Hottentot, is the most widespread of those non-Bantu languages of southern Africa that contain click sounds and have therefore been loosely classified as Khoisan. It belongs to the Khoe language family, and is spoken in Namibia, Botswana, and South Africa by three ethnic groups, the Nama, Damara, and Haióm. It appears that the Damara picked up the language along with the Nama in Botswana, and that they migrated to Namibia separately from the Nama. The Haióm, who had spoken a Juu language, later shifted to Khoekhoe. The name for Nama speakers, Khoekhoe, is from the Nama word ko, person, with reduplication and the suffix "en" to indicate the plural. Georg Friedrich Reed was the first European to study the language, after arriving in Cape Town in 1659. Khoekhoe is a national language in Namibia, where it is used for teaching up to the university level as well as in the public administration. In Namibia and South Africa, state-owned broadcasting corporations produce and broadcast radio programs in Khoekhoe. Dialects. Modern scholars generally see three dialects: Nama Damara, INCL, Sesflentine Damara, Haióm, Khoe, itself a dialect cluster and intermediate between Haióm and the Kalahari Khoe languages. These are distinct enough that they might be considered two or three distinct languages. ʻIni is also close, but is generally counted as a distinct language today. Phonology. Vowels. There are 5 vowel qualities, found as oral I, E, A, O, U, and nasal I, A, U. U is strongly rounded, O only slightly so. A is the only vowel with notable allophony. It is pronounced before I or U. Tone Nama has been described as having 3 or 4 tones, A, or A, which may occur on each mora. The high tone is higher when it occurs on one of the high vowels or on a nasal than on mid or low vowels. The tones combine into a limited number of tone melodies, which have sandy forms in certain syntactic environments. The most important melodies, in the citation and main sandy forms, are as follows. Stress within a phrase. Lexical words receive greater stress than grammatical words. Within a word, the first syllable receives the most stress. Subsequent syllables receive less and less stress and are spoken more and more quickly. Consonants. Nama has 31 consonants, 20 clicks and a simple set of 11 non-clicks. Non-clicks between vowels. P is pronounced and T is pronounced. The affricate series is strongly aspirated, and may be analyzed phonemically as aspirated stops. In the related Korana there are. Beach reported that the Khoekhoe of the time had a velar lateral ejective affricate, a common realization or allophone of KX in languages with clicks. This sound no longer occurs in Khoekhoe but remains in its cousin Korana. Clicks. The clicks are doubly articulated consonants. Each click consists of one of 4 primary articulations or influxes, and one of 5 secondary articulation or effluxes. The combination results in 20 phonemes. The aspiration on the aspirated clicks is often light but is raspier than the aspirated nasal clicks, with a sound approaching the ch of Scottish lock. The glottalized clicks are clearly voiceless due to the hold before the release, and they are transcribed as simple voiceless clicks in the traditional orthography. The nasal component is not audible in initial position. The voiceless nasal component of the aspirated clicks is also difficult to hear when not between vowels, so to foreign ears, it may sound like a longer but less raspy version of the contour clicks. Tyndall notes that European learners almost invariably pronounce the lateral clicks by placing the tongue against the side teeth, and that this articulation is harsh and foreign to the native ear. The Namaka instead cover the whole of the palate with the tongue and produce the sound as far back in the palate as possible. Phonotactics. Lexical root words. words consist of two or really three moras, in the form CV, CVV, or CVN. The middle consonant may only be WRMN, while the final consonant may only be PSTS. Each mora carries tone, but the second may only be high or medium. For six-tone melodies HHM, HLH, HM, MM, LM. Oral vowel sequences in CVV are EEAAUUIAOOROU. Due to the reduced number of nasal vowels, nasal sequences are EAAUUIOOU. Sequences ending in a high vowel are pronounced more quickly than others, more like diphthongs and long vowels than like vowel sequences in hiatus. The tones are realized as contours. CV words tend to have the same vowel sequences, though there are many exceptions. The two tones are also more distinct. The vowel nasal sequences are restricted to non-front vowels, am and on. The tones are also realized as contours. Grammatical particles have the form CVCN, with any vowel or tone, where C may be any consonant but a click, and the latter cannot be NN. Suffixes and a third mora of a root may have the form CV, CN, VN, with any vowel or tone. There are also three C-only suffixes: P1 meter, SG, TS 2 meters. SG, S 2/3, SG. Orthography. There have been several orthographies used for Nama. A Khoekhoegowab dictionary uses the modern standard. In standard orthography, the consonants BDG are used for words with one of the lower tone melodies and PTK for one of the higher tone melodies. W is only used between vowels, though it may be replaced with BP according to melody. Overt tone marking is otherwise generally omitted. Nasal vowels are written with a circumflex. All nasal vowels are long, as in hu, 7. Long vowels are otherwise written with a macron, as in a, to cry, weep. These constitute two moras. Glottal stop is not written at the beginning of a word, where it is predictable but is transcribed with a hyphen in compound words, such as gaweob, kaoap, chief. Grammar. Nama has a subject-object-verb word order and has three gender classes: male, female and neuter. Male and female nouns have a singular, dual and plural, while neuter nouns only have singular and plural number. Khoekhoe distinguishes between inclusive and exclusive first-person plural pronouns. Sida is the exclusive form for we. It only includes a specific group, as opposed to Sauda, which is inclusive and refers to all. Sample text. Following is a sample text in the Khoekhoe language. Ni karib na darji gun tsi gain tsi don't sin tsi napodi tsi kanadi tsi huigu tsi mean sin tsi karaga gu aeon sina raho. In this region we find springbuck oryx and duiker, francolin, guinea fowl, bastard, and ostrich, and also various kinds of snake. Common words and phrases. Guy tses, good day. Guy goas, good morning. Guy oes, good evening. Matiza, how are you? Gaze guri, goodbye. Haismugus, see you soon. Bibliography. Khoekhoegowab, English for Children, editions du Signa, 2013, ISBN 9782849243091. Beach, Douglas M., 1938. The Phonetics of the Hottentot Language. Cambridge. Heffer, Bergman, Johanna, 2009. Segments, Tones and Distribution in Khoekhoe Prosody. PhD thesis, Cornell University. Hark, Wilfred, 1976. ʻnɑːmə Grammar, the noun phrase. MA thesis. Cape Town, University of Cape Town. Hark, Wilfred H. G., 1977. The so-called personal pronoun in ʻnɑːmə. In Trail, Anthony, ed. Khoisan Linguistic Studies 3, 43-62. Communications 6. Johannesburg. African Studies Institute, University of the Witwatersrand. Hark, Wilfred, 1978. Subject Deposition in ~nÄmə, MA thesis. Colchester, UK, University of Essex. Hark, Wilfred, 1992. Compound noun phrases in ~nÄmə. In Gowlit, Derek F. ed. African Linguistic Contributions, 189 to 194. Pretoria, Via Africa. Hark, Wilfred, 1992. Dislocated noun phrases in Khoekhoe. Further evidence for the sentential hypothesis. Afrikanistische 29, 149 to 162. Hark, Wilfred, 1995. Instances of incorporation and compounding in Khoekhoegowab. In Anthony Trail, Rainer Vossen and Marguerite Ann Megan Beazle eds. The Complete Linguist Papers in Memory of Patrick J. Dickens, 339 to 361. Cologne, Rudiger Kopf Verlag. Hark, Wilfred, Iseb Eliphaz and Namaseb Levi. 1997. Internal and External Relations of Khoekhoe Dialects, a Preliminary Survey. In Wilfred Harkenamp, Edward D. Eldick and eds. Namibian Languages, Reports and Papers, 125 to 209. Cologne, Rudiger Kopf Verlag for the University of Namibia. Hark, Wilfred, 1999. The Phonology of Khoekhoe. Quellen zur Khoisan-Forschung, Research in Khoisan Studies, BD 16. Cologne, Rudiger Kopf Verlag. Hark, Wilfred H. Gianamp Iseb Eliphaz. 2002. A Khoekhoegowab Dictionary with an English Khoekhoegowab Index. Windhoek, Gamsberg Macmillan. ISBN 999160401-4. Hagman, Roy S. 1977. ~nÄmə Hottentot Grammar, Language Science Monographs V15. Bloomington, Indiana University. Kronlein, Johann Georg. 1889. Wortschatz der ~kɔɪkɔɪ. Berlin, Deutsche Kolonialgesellschaft, OLPP, Johannes, 1977. ~nÄmə Grammatica, Windhoek. In Ballingtal Bureau van die Departement van Bantu Onderwijs. Rust, Friedrich, 1965. Praktische ~nÄmə Grammatik. Cape Town, Borkamer.